2102. 3 Paul 1 Bellingham. We're out with the vehicle. Did you want to put the spotlight on or not?
Sweatshirt on his arm, like he probably just shot up. I'm going to say license PC for DUI already. Put strips down on the front. Because he's going to get forward more, but next right over. Just like loop around over here. We have the time.
Corona. Spikes. Possibly shooting up. He's got another somewhere.
Takes off. I'll run back and grab at the wall. So before we wake him up, look in the car, make sure he doesn't have access to a weapon, gun, the old knife, anything like that, right? So kind of scan your way in. I got your cover, so I'll try to take more smells from that. So he's rolling up now.
He's moving.
Yep. Any firearm on that side?
He's got something in the door handle here. It's in a wallet.
Okay, left his burnt foil down here.
Yep. Okay.
What? No.
Is it, so engine's off? It's in drive though.
It is in drive?
It's in drive.
Alright, so.
But the engine's off. So,
Yeah.
and it looks like he
Well,
might
the engine's on. The engine's on. His foot is on the buoy.
There's the engine light on, the battery symbols on the dash.
That's fine, but. Here's the car? It's running. Okay. Okay. Alright, so let's go back now. Okay.
Police department. Hello. Police department. Can you open the door? Hey man, you're slumped over at the wheel. Can you open the door? Where do you reach? Don't reach for anything. Don't reach for anything. Okay, can you open the door? Talk to us? All right.
Contingency, right?
Yep.
Alright, do us a favor, step out, man.
Alright, okay. Sorry.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Oh.
Alright. Yep. Come walk this way for me, towards the back of your car here.
Hey, do you have any weapons in the car, man?
No, I do not.
No guns or firearms, grenades, or anything like that?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Alright, man. Hey, can I talk with you here? Back
Yeah,
here?
sure.
Alright. Officer Tranville, Police Department, just letting you know we're being audible and visual recorded, okay? By my body cam.
If you don't mind, we're going to go over here to have a conversation. If you don't mind, I'm going to put your car in park so it doesn't roll forward, okay?
Yeah.
I'll do that for you, okay?
He'll do it. Yeah.
It's in neutral, right?
Yeah. You think it's going to roll anywhere?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Needs some drive right now.
Can't pull the e-brake?
No, it's in neutral.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, come chat with us out here. Go between here, and we'll chat with you over here. Okay.
Okay.
Hey man, what's your first name, man?
Daniel.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know you. You don't know me, right? So I don't know if you have any weapons on you. Mind if I first could just make sure you don't have any weapons for my safety and yours? It's not for
do I
any.
look threatening or something?
Well, I just don't know what's in your pockets. If you can just keep your hands out of your pockets for me.
Well, I can see what's in yours.
Right. Okay.
There's a. Doesn't look like a gun. Looks like.
Okay. Just don't reach in your pockets for me. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you mind if I frisk you?
Okay.
Okay.
What
Go
for?
go and face away from me. And I'm just gonna pat you down for weapons. That's it. I'm not looking for any drug, anything like that. Okay.
Okay. I have
What's that?
this right here.
Well, don't reach for it. Don't reach for it.
Sorry.
Okay. Without reaching for it, can you tell me what that is?
This right here. It's a vape.
It's a vape.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just don't reach for that while we talk to you. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
All right. So the
Sorry.
reason why we're here, we got a phone call about you being slumped over at the wheel.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
that's understandable then.
Okay. And your vehicle engine's on. It's in gear. Can you
No,
tell me
it's
what's
in
going
neutral.
on? Okay. What? How'd you get here?
It's not in gear.
Okay. How'd you get here?
I came and checked on my car. It was in neutral, sitting there.
Okay. Well, how'd you get to a point where you were passed out at the wheel?
I walked over and checked on my car. It looked like somebody had driven it here and left it in neutral.
So someone else drove it here?
It looks that way.
Okay. Saw some tin foil on the floorboard there. There are blues in there?
I have no idea.
Okay. Were you smoking drugs in there?
No, sir.
Okay. Would you be willing to perform some voluntary standardized field sobriety tests for me and make sure you're safe to drive? It's a yes or no. Yes
I
or no
can call
question.
for a ride, so I'll just call for a ride.
That's up to you. It's voluntary. Yes or no question.
No.
Okay. So just want to make sure that you don't drive
Okay.
in case you are under the influence.
So you can go ahead and grab the keys if you want, or
So
shut the engine off, and I'll walk.
So did you drive the car here?
No,
How'd you know to find it here?
my friend told me.
So who took the car?
I have no idea.
Okay.
He just said it was here, so I came and checked on it. It was at neutral.
Okay. And the key was in the ignition?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long ago did you notice your car was missing?
It's probably been about an hour before I heard it was here.
An hour after?
No, before.
Before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you at Target last night?
Not talking with you, I don't think.
I saw you talking to a guy there.
Okay. Probably.
You guys were there.
All right. So, what were you doing at Target?
I was there shopping.
Okay.
There was about 4 or 5 people
Okay.
there.
All right. So let's circle back to the car thing, okay? So if your car's missing and was it stolen, taken by a friend, what?
It was just left here, I guess.
Okay. So Daniel, I'm gonna be straight with you, okay?
Okay.
I'm getting an indication that you might be being deceptive to me, and I'm just trying to get the truth, right?
Well,
my goal here is just to make sure. I'm just
interrogative, deceptive.
okay.
That doesn't sound good.
Okay. Well, you're not in custody.
Okay. That
Okay.
sounds
You're
good to
not
me.
under arrest.
Like I said,
but I'm
I'd like
investigating
to
just want to make sure
call
you're not
for a
under
ride.
the influence. And that you're not driving.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not under the influence and I'm not driving. I'd like to call for a ride though because I am nervous. There's 4 or 5 of you guys here.
Okay. Well, I mean, you understand how that's reasonable, right? You're parked at the dead end of a road.
I'm not.
If-
Somebody else is.
Okay,
They came
but
here,
this
my
is where
car's
you're
parked.
located, right? So if we're contacting someone
yes.
way out
It would
here,
look
it's
that way. Yes.
we just want to make sure
Of
you're
course.
safe and we're safe.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
So, who's your friend that you're gonna call to come pick it up?
Probably a family member.
Okay.
I don't think I have to tell anyone.
Okay.
Because there hasn't been a crime committed. Yet, that I know. But
Well,
it looks like
is your
it was
car gonna
stolen.
need a tow? Do you know if it runs?
It was on, right?
I don't know.
You said it was on. It's in you said it was
looked-
in gear, but it's in neutral.
Okay, so it's in neutral.
Yeah.
Engine looked on.
Yeah. Well, it looked on. So, maybe
Okay.
it's on.
Okay.
You want to check?
Well, we can deal with that here in a bit, but you were passed out and drooling. Like, it took a while for me to wake you up.
Yeah.
Like, we have literally an
It's
ambulance.
been hot out here. It was 82 degrees.
Okay.
So I started feeling dehydrated.
Okay. How long have you been out here?
Maybe an hour, 2. I do feel dehydrated. Do you have some water, sir?
We have an ambulance just staging down the road here because we were that
That would be
concerned.
great.
We were that concerned for you that you were passed out.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd
So it
love
sounds
some
like you're
water.
not willing to perform voluntary standardized field sobriety tests for me.
Because I'm not going to drive to call for a ride.
Okay.
I do feel a little nervous. I do feel kind of like I'm being interrogated.
Okay.
Like you said, you thought I was driving,
Yeah.
which I wasn't.
Okay. That's
Came
fair.
and checked out my car. So that's why.
Okay.
So if it's okay with you, I'd like to call for a ride, leave my car here, or shut it off.
Hey, brother,
Go
do me a
for
favor, talk to my partner over here for a second. You talk to
His eyes aren't dilated or not. His speech is a little weird.
Like I said.
Okay. And I want you to come here with me real quick. Okay.
There's just see where there's burnt foil, 2 pieces of burnt foil, torch on the side, vehicles in drive, keys are in ignition. It doesn't appear to be running.
Not appear to be running.
No, it does not appear to be running.
What's the shaking of the car?
Oh, is the car shaking?
Yeah, I thought I felt it shaking. I'll put my hand on it. I'm gonna double check the engine block.
Yeah.
So if we got that, then possible physical control. Then.
Okay, so let me ask you this: is this guy able to take off run right now? Is he free to go?
Someone said to park here.
No. So right now, reasonable suspicion wise, possible physical control on that.
Okay. So
I can tell him that he's detained, he's not free to leave.
okay.
But
He's asking for a car ride out of here. He's asking somebody to come get his car. How do you feel about him driving away or having somebody take his car away?
if someone takes his car,
Yeah.
I don't like to
He goes free.
make people mad, stuff like that.
I'm asking these questions for a reason. Do you think he's under arrest right now?
Somebody borrowed before.
No?
And
And how
just
come?
yesterday, I saw
because
this kid, but
I
I
can't-
called it in. I called him in.
well,
for having it.
all right.
And then
So yes, he came up, he was passed out.
I'm asking you for devil's advocate stuff, okay? So I want you to think about all the stuff that's going on.
So I can't. All the lights in the dash are lit up like it's in accessory mode, but the fan's running up front, so I can't tell if he just has the fan on. Okay, but I can hear the engine fan going.
Okay.
So
Yeah, because I mean,
can't tell if it's
That's fine.
running.
So we have other ways around that. Take a walk with me.
okay, yeah, because I know it's in drive,
Okay.
but his foot wasn't on the brake, and the car's not moving, so that made me think they're probably wrong. Engine's not running.
Lights warm, so those have been on for a while. Hey, feel under here. Is it warmer under there?
Yeah.
Okay. 15 down. Okay, so you have. So I want you to recite to me what you have. What do you have right now? Like as
Just
far
the
as-
facts.
The facts.
The facts. Leash rolled up. Driver was slumped over, unconscious at the wheel. There's burnt tinfoil on the ground. He was drooling. Took a while for him to wake up.
What do you have wrapped around his arm?
His shirt.
Why? What would you think? Why he would have done that?
If you mentioned earlier that if he tied it off, try to get.
Is
it
that
in,
normal
but-
behavior to somebody to tie off a shirt around the bicep? Okay.
And then when he got up, he was a little lethargic.
Would you say he's been apprehensive so far?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's not. He's not acting like a normal person would.
Right. He's been down this game before, right? He's got prior history for it, which is not used against him for this, but it's also he knows the system, and you can hear him how he's talking about it, right? Let's see here. Where's the keys at?
In the ignition.
Okay. All right. So can he easily put this car in drive and drive off?
Yes, and it's in gear.
Okay. So running through all those facts.
More than likely than not, I would say he has taken substantial steps to have control over this vehicle.
Who's registered under this vehicle?
That I haven't figured out yet. But
It's him, right?
this is the first name of Daniel. I didn't read the registration or the return. So, but dispatch of the RO of the vehicle has accepted the return. So,
And he said it was his car.
okay. Yeah.
absolutely thinking.
So, yeah, if we can prove that he's under the influence, I think he's taking substantial steps.
Okay. So, do you think you have enough incriminating evidence that he is impaired? The totality of circumstances between
Him being passed out with the stuff on the floor, that I don't know. I will admit that's where my lack of experience. I'm not bridging that gap.
So you have different ways officers will do things, right? Here's my take. Okay, so we got up here for a driver something of the steering wheel. You get over here, the lights on the car, the fans on in the car, the car's in drive, the keys are in the ignition. He's in possession of the car. He's got burnt oil on his feet. He's passed out. He's drooling. He's got his arm tied off like he just shot up narcotics in the system. He's a little lethargic in this conversation. I'd say he's 100% impaired, and I'd say 100% if you leave this area and he drives this car, he's a danger to the community. That's my thought. But that's something that I can articulate, and that's something that you have to feel comfortable with articulating. Right? Is this guy free to go? And when he started, we just about walked down the corner because he started looking towards the trail line, right?
Yeah.
So that's my consumption on this right here. So if this was me, I would not be letting him walk. I would be taking him to jail for drug DUI.
Okay.
100%.
And then we'd be going for a search warrant to
potentially,
prove the
potentially, right?
impairment of drugs.
You can read him his rights. You can go to the DUI packet. You can ask him if he wants to do a voluntary blood draw. If he says pound sand, then yes, the warrant process.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, these are the worst things to do in law enforcement because they take forever. They're shift enders. You're done for the night. You take this call as a DUI drug. Right. That being said, your name goes on the PC statement. Your name is the one that's going to be contacting the judge and saying, "I have probable cause for this person's arrest." You're seizing them, right? So you need to make comfortable with that decision if you believe that those elements are met. So it's not my PC, it's your PC. So that's something that you got to come up to terms with, okay? And a lot of this is just going to be experience of dealing with these things over and over and over. Okay, so if I was once told that if you feel like a driver is not good enough to drive a car because he's impaired for a sober driver, then he should be going. Right? Why are we calling a sober driver for someone that's not impaired? If he's impaired, book him. Right? He's in possession of the car. He's got the keys in the ignition. What's it take for him to throw that? It's already in drive.
It's already in drive.
What's it take? Why is it in drive?
And he thinks it's a neutral.
Right. So why is it in drive? Right. Up here. Like, why would it be even in neutral? Who puts it in?
It's not. It's in drive.
Yeah. So. No.
Okay.
So so you know, it's the defense's job to articulate them being safely off a roadway. It's the defense's job to prove that he's not a danger to the community. Okay, that's their job. That's not our job. Our job is to find PC if there's a crime committed.
Okay.
Right? And what's a crime say?
More likely than not.
Where can you drive a car in this state and be considered DUI? Can you take this on a farm in 5 acres and drive it drunk?
As long as you don't have access to a public roadway or in a public area.
Anywhere.
Okay.
In this state, if you drive any motor vehicle under the influence is considered DUI. It does not have to be in a roadway or even near a roadway. Okay, so just so you know.
Okay.
So yeah. So think about that for a second. Decide what you want to do with it.
3.1 code 4.
Do you have any questions for me at all?
No. I have the two because he's taking substantial steps. He is physical control of the vehicle. And based on my observations of walking up, I did believe he was possibly on the knob from drug use.
Sure.
So now I'm just trying to pair up the two. Like if there was an open can and he.
But besides, that's all right. That's fine. That's alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Can you say that you have drug paraphernalia in the car? 100%.
Yeah.
Right. Can you say that a guy who ties their shirt around their bicep?
Nobody.
And that's on the knot. Drug users, right? This guy was sleeping and drooling all over the place. Do you drool when you sleep like that? Okay, right? There's so
not the car and drive either.
There's so many overwhelming signs that says that this guy should not be driving a car, right? So, regardless of the substantial step of being in the car, he's already in the car. Our contact is why we're here.
Okay.
You have another citizen is out here that called in and said this guy's concerned because this guy's passed on behind the wheel, right? Substantial step, yeah, he's in the car. He's in the driver's seat. Right? So absolutely. Now, if you want to ask for permission to search his car, you can ask for that too, right? You can seize it if you want to. That's paraphernalia. Dogs are definitely having that. Me personally, I would take in. But it's one of those things where it's something that you have to come to terms with. So if you want to do follow-up questions with him and ask him, then make your decision. I support you. Okay? So you, like I said, never let an other officer tell you how an arrest should be made or if the arrest should be made. You need to understand that it makes sense and it's lawful.
Yeah.
If what I'm telling you don't think is lawful, then let me know.
No.
Okay?
No, I agree with you. With coming up, it's more likely than not he was under the influence of drugs. The vehicle, he isn't drive. He's taking substantial steps to the physical control.
Do you know how long drug stays in your body and has an effect? More than 12 hours.
Yeah.
More than 12. Okay?
So we should be able to get a warrant for the blood and move that route.
Think about all these things, right? Remember in your eyes, everything that you saw, boom, 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 right? All the totality of it. But I want you to feel comfortable with it, okay?
I am.
I think you had your shirt wrapped around your arm because I think you did some sort of drug because of the foil and the torch. Right now you're thinking about your answers because you don't want to get caught up in a lie. And when you lie to us, that just looks bad. So if you want me to shoot it straight to you, that's me shooting straight to you. So I've been patient with you up until this point. So I'm going to turn it back over to Officer Tran here, and he's going to tell you how things are going to go for right now.
Okay.
But I appreciate you listening to me at that point, all right?
That's totally fine.
All right, Daniel.
Okay.
So this time I do have the probable cause to arrest you for DUI physical control. I want you to face away from me.
Why is that?
Face away from me. Okay. Don't resist. Put your hands behind your back. Go and spread your feet for me.
Okay.
Okay. I'll explain to you once we get you safely cuffed. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm going to move you over to this vehicle here so I can finish the search. I'll explain this to you in a second, okay? Right here at this vehicle, go and
Real quick, everything's clear for medics. You can have them
go and spread your feet. Okay, keep spreading your feet wider. Spread your feet wider. Okay, go and rest your forehead on the car there.
Okay.
Don't move, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And before we move forward, I'm going to read you something here,
He's
okay?
gonna read something. Medics are coming up right now, though. So they'll answer all those questions you had from a little bit ago. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. These are your Miranda warnings. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You could decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
No, I do not wish to talk to anyone.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to do now. I'm going to search you. Just make sure you anything on you that's going to poke me.
I don't think so.
Okay. You don't think so? Like,
I don't believe so. I don't
okay, because I don't want you to get stuck either.
Yes.
Okay. You said earlier this might be a vape.
Yes, sir.
Get back my hands here. Back my hand here.
Yeah.
Okay. This side.
You're not gonna fight with medics if they just try to.
No,
okay.
sir.
All
No,
right.
sir.
Back my hand here.
We always just gotta ask because
Yeah.
we've had people that
Yes,
have
sir.
done that before, and so I just
Yes.
want to
Yes,
ask
sir.
it for the record.
Yes, sir.
3 Paul and Belly, if I've been advised. Log Miranda.
Hello. Hey, David. So I'm gonna have you just take a seat right here, and then
Go and have a seat.
It's Daniel.
Daniel.
Daniel. Sorry, David. Is your middle name David?
No, it's my middle name is David. Yes.
Got it. That's why I messed it up.
Okay.
So if you want to just take a seat right here, we'll have medics talk with you, and then we'll be back with you
Okay.
here in a second. So
Okay.
I got some light. You need just to see exactly where you're going to sit down.
Okay.
Right there.
Is it okay to sit sideways? Or?
Yeah. If you want to face us and just sit down right there, they'll chat with you and go about it that way.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Perfect. There you go. You don't have to kick your feet in just yet. They can talk to you just right there.
Okay.
Has he any complaints? He just said that he's been dehydrated. Sure. Just we're making sure.
Hello.
Fit for jail. So Jason, fit for jail. But
Well, I came up and I saw my car here. It was in neutral, and these guys thought that I had driven it here and
Yep.
did some drugs. When I Actually, came here with a friend and came up and saw my car here. They said it was in drive, but I looked at the shifter and it was in neutral.
Okay.
They said nobody touched it. I think it's supposedly still in neutral.
Alright,
And
well, they'll check that out.
I said I wanted to walk and call for a ride home. I'm scared.
Yeah. So, have any complaints right now?
Yeah, the cuffs feel kind of tight. I'm very dehydrated.
Dehydrated.
I'd like some water.
Yeah, well, maybe we can do that. We'll just check your vital signs really fast, if that's okay with you. Sound good?
I'm very dehydrated.
Yeah, we can check your vital signs and just kind of see how that goes, alright? While we do that,
Daniel, I'm going to get this on your finger, alright? It just lives right there, so if you turn any one direction, I'm going to start doing that, alright? Hey, Daniel.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll have to kind of stand outside for you to do that.
I'm okay with that. You guys.
alright, you okay with that?
Yep, just go and face the car.
Yeah.
Sure, cool. We'll just do your, tip down the hill. It's pretty steep down there. Is it okay if we kind of just grab a radial pulse, grab your blood pressure and stuff too?
Could you wet the bug off the floor?
Oh, yeah, man. Got it.
Thank you.
Gino, do you have any kind of diagnosed medical conditions?
Is there
It's 102 and 99.
Is there water? Is there less than water on it?
Yeah, we can put that in there.
Oh, terribly dehydrated. Very nearly 8 hours.
When's the last time you had any water to drink?
It's probably been at least 8 to 10 hours.
.138 will help.
Nice and stable there.
Stable?
Yeah, we're getting all really good numbers. That's encouraging, Daniel. I hope that's comforting for you.
I'm just nervous and dehydrated, I guess.
Yeah, totally.
I totally get it.
I'm going to use a little thermometer here and just check your forehead, okay?
Alright.
98 up. Daniel, do you? Sorry, go ahead, Cap.
No, I was just going to ask if you're diabetic.
No, I don't think so.
You don't take metformin, you take insulin.
Numbers are all checking out good. The fact that you're standing here and answering all our questions it's a good sign, man.
That's good, thank you.
Yeah.
So I don't seem like I should have a DUI.
Oh, that's not my call. I'm just looking at your
The
vital
numbers are
signs.
good though.
Just looking at your vital signs. It's all unqualified.
That's great.
Captain Parfait.
Yes, sir. If you wanted to sit back down, just at your leg,
Yeah,
that's
that's
totally
comfortable.
fine.
Here we go, Daniel. Back in the vehicle, please.
Okay. Can I still sit sideways?
I'm gonna have you put your feet in the vehicle. Go and sit in the vehicle. I'm gonna, Yep, I'm gonna fasten your seatbelt. We'll try to figure out what we're gonna do with the car here, okay?
Okay.
Appreciate you being cool with us, okay?
Yeah.
Code. And then is it Station 6 that you're from?
Yes, sir.
Station 6. Station 6. Perfect. And then what's your first name, just so I find it in our system?
It's Brian.
Brian.
Yeah.
That's right. Perfect. All right. Any questions for me?
Just demographics of name.
Yeah. I mean, let's keep
Or I
our
could
computer
guess.
system. I'm pretty sure this is him. Hey, Daniel. Your last name is Mac, right? Is your last name Mac? You don't want to answer that question?
It is.
Okay, what's your date of birth?
December 3rd, 1981.
Okay, that's just for their paperwork. Okay, appreciate that. Last name is Mack, M-A-C-K. First name is Daniel, middle D. David. Date of birth 1/2/03/81.
1/2/81.
Yep, December 3rd, 81.
Oh, just 1/2. What was that?
Yeah. Yep, thank you. Alright, so just trying to figure out another couple things here, okay, because I'm going to need it at some point. What's the current mailing address for you, Daniel? General delivery, I mean, this way if a ticket gets sent to you, I don't want to turn it into a warrant.
Current mailing address.
See you slumped over, I see drug paraphernalia. I have reason to believe that you're under the influence of drugs, impaired by drugs. Okay. Vehicle, you've taken substantial steps to take control of the vehicle, and that's the reason why I placed you under. I'm just explaining why you're under arrest, okay?
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with it. I'm just telling you, based on these facts.
I'm just listening.
So, okay. All right. So that being said, I'm
Some water.
trying to figure out what to do with your vehicle.
Yeah.
Or do you want to get towed, impounded? Do you have a friend that come get it? What's the best route here to? Because if we leave it here, I can't guarantee that it won't get towed because it's blocking the access road to the radio tower.
There might be somebody I could call to ask.
Okay. A licensed driver that can move it that you trust?
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you something else here, okay? Based on what I saw in the vehicle, do I have your consent to search it? And let me explain something before you answer.
No.
You would have the right to restrict it?
Yeah.
You have the right to revoke it?
No, I don't want it searched.
You don't want it searched. Okay, so you're not granting consent for us to search the vehicle.
Okay. Hey, we got somebody come and get the car. If not, I gotta tow it, man.
Somebody?
Yeah, you got somebody?
I haven't been able to make a phone call.
I know. I'm gonna make it for you.
I've been placed under arrest.
Yes, you have. Do you have a phone number for somebody for me to call?
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it?
Let's see. 360.
She have access to getting up here?
I have no idea.
All right, we'll find out.
Did you already secure the vehicle?
No. I got the keys though. So
Okay. Oh, you got the keys out, so you're gonna put it in park.
You said. Yeah, because I'm gonna need the keys in case gets it working. Yeah, there's no wallet in the store if he wants it, so he's got his ID probably in there.
Okay.
I don't have an ID in there.
Do you want
ID in it?
anything in the vehicle that you want with you, so when you're released from jail, that you have it with you? Phone,
there
wallet,
is,
money.
Yeah, there might be a phone in there. I don't know. It's just I think there should be a phone just in plain sight right there.
Okay, so you're saying there should be a phone in open view from outside of the car, should be able to see it?
The door's open.
Okay. So you're giving us, granting us consent to go get your phone then?
So
I'm asking you, right, I'm trying to do you a favor, like, otherwise,
yeah, the
we're gonna
phone.
go to,
Sure.
okay, and do you have a wallet in there that you want, like money? I don't know if you need anything when you get out of jail, that's up to you, right?
Yeah, there's no ID in the wallet, there's no money in it.
No credit cards, anything that you're gonna need?
No.
Okay, so you just want your phone?
Yeah.
Any phone charger?
Just a phone wire, sure.
Hey, she's screening my call, won't answer it. You got anybody else?
Go ahead.
Daniel's request on his vape be placed back in the vehicle so that otherwise it's going to get disposed of if we try to take it to jail because we can't impound it. And he has granted me consent to retrieve the phone that's there on the floorboard and the phone cord. $22.49, just checking on officer. Just gonna check on the in custody, just lighting conditions. Can I check real quick? Just lighting conditions. Hey Daniel, you doing okay back here?
Yeah.
You're doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Okay. Under recording 2249. City. Okay, my body camera is on. We are being audibly recorded.
Alright, I have my recording going as well. I have you on speakerphone, so let's go ahead and get started. This is Commissioner Henry Bellingham Municipal Court. Today's date is now Sunday, August 7th. It's 11 p.m. Officer Tran, do you understand that our conversation is being recorded?
Yes, sir.
Alright, do I have your permission to record?
Yes, sir.
Alright, Officer Tran, can you please raise your right hand?
Yes, sir.
Alright, do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So, please state your name and spell your last name, please, for our record.
Peter Tran, T-R-A-N.
Alright, what's your rank, personnel number, and law enforcement agency?
Patrol Officer, Badge 328, Bellingham Police Department.
Alright, and it's the court's understanding right now that you're seeking a telephonic search warrant, is that correct?
That's correct.
Alright, can you please describe the person to be searched?
Mac Daniel D. David, date of birth 12/03/81, currently in custody here at Bellingham Police Department, 505 Grand Avenue, Bellingham, Washington.
Alright, thank you very much. And what's the crime that you're investigating?
RCW 46.61.504, physical control of vehicle while under the influence.
Okay, what items are you asking to be seized?
Blood, specifically drugs and or alcohol.
Alright, very good. Can you please describe your training and experience, Officer Tran?
Yep. I have served as a law enforcement officer for less than 1 year. My training and experience regarding investigations of the above crime includes the following: Basic Law Enforcement Academy at the Washington Criminal Justice Training Commission, standardized field sobriety testing, and advanced roadside impaired driving enforcement training.
Thank you. Can you please describe all the facts supporting your belief that probable cause exists to support the issuance of a search warrant in this matter?
Yes, sir. On August 07, 2022, at approximately 20:53 hours, a passerby called Whatcom 911 to request a welfare check at the 4400 block of Gooding Avenue in the city limits of Bellingham, Whatcom County, Washington, for a report of a driver passed out in a black Honda Civic, Washington plate, Charles Victor 7667. The black 2005 Honda Civic, Washington plate, Charles Victor 7667's registered owner came back as Mac Daniel D. David 12/03/1981. A Department of Licensing photo of the registered owner matched the subject we were contacting. Upon arrival, I observed the vehicle at the dead end of Gooding Avenue. The vehicle lights were on. Upon approach to the vehicle, I observed that A1 Mac was unconscious and slumped over in the driver's seat behind the steering wheel. A1 Mac was also drooling from his mouth onto his torso.
I observed that the vehicle was in drive, and other officers advised that there were keys in the ignition. Drug paraphernalia was observed in immediate reach of A1 Mac, including tin foil with burnt residue between A1 Mac's feet on the driver's side floorboard and a butane torch on the passenger seat. A1 Mac was shirtless, and it appeared that he had his shirt tied around his left arm. Based on my training and experience, I believed the burnt residue on the tin foil was drugs, and that the shirt tied around A1 Mac's left arm is consistent with an improvised tourniquet consistent with intravenous drug use. I knocked loudly on the driver's side window to attempt to wake up A1 Mac. It took several attempts of knocking and yelling to wake up A1 Mac. He had appeared to initially wake at times, but then would appear to briefly nod off again. Once A1 Mac was awake, his responses were slurred and lethargic. Outside of the vehicle, A1 Mac had trouble following simple directions. A1 Mac also gave inconsistent reasons on how the vehicle got to where it was at and how A1 Mac got to be behind the steering wheel. A1 Mac was also adamant that the vehicle was in neutral when it was indeed in D or drive. A1 Mac's pupils were dilated. Based on the above facts and totality of circumstances, probable cause exists to arrest A1 Mac for RCW 46.61.504, physical control of vehicle while under the influence.
All right, thank you very much. Before I go any further, can you just tell me again what was the person's first name that you're asking for the search warrant for?
Daniel.
Daniel. So Daniel Mack.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Officer Tran. All right, based on that reading of probable cause, the court does find that probable cause exists to believe that the crime of physical control has been committed, that evidence of that crime, contraband, fruits of the crime, or things otherwise criminally possessed or concealed in or on the location sought to be searched. So, Officer Tran, you're commanded with the necessary and proper assistance of a qualified person listed in RCW 46.61.506.5 to extract a sample of blood to determine its alcoholic or drug content, consisting of one or more tubes, from Daniel Mack within 3 hours of the issuance of the search warrant. Officer Tran, I direct you to sign my name to the search warrant. You may now execute the search warrant the court has authorized. You may file your return at the Bellingham Municipal Court. And at this time, the recording of this telephone conversation is now concluded. It is, looks like 11:06 p.m. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording. Is that okay, Officer Tran?
Yep, I'll go ahead and turn off my body cam here. Give me just a moment. End of recording, 2306.
All right. Thanks.
I can take care of him. Let me just drop this in real quick.
Property.
I'm gonna grab it from the back. Walk in here.
Okay.
Hang on right here. We're gonna open up the screen door for you. There's a chair in here. Go and have a seat.
Any contact with the
Under recording.
jail?
He's in jail. 2358.